Welcome back. Indonesia's composite index opened higher, up by 1.71%, reaching a level of 6,144 as foreign investors went on a buying spree this morning. Further adding up to Indonesia's positive sentiment is the U.S. Federal Reserve statement last Friday, signaling their intent to taper. And to discuss more, we have with us the president and founder of Astronacci International, Gema, to talk more about what's next for the Indonesian stock market. Hi, Gema.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm good. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Thank you for joining
really
us.
excited to have a discussion with you.
Yeah, it's exciting to have you with us. Let's start with your technique. It is quite unique, combining financial astrology and Fibonacci sequence. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, Astronacci time trading. I brought this method to Indonesia. I invented it in 2009, and it's based on the four-dimensional analysis. Number one is the why. To answer why we have to buy the stocks in Indonesia or buy stocks other than other assets like bond, like currency. It's a macroeconomy, and then we're going to talk about what to buy. Then I move to the value investing technique. And if we already know what to buy, then we're going to talk about where to buy. So I'm using the technical analysis to buy it. The main problem is we already know the stocks. We already know it is good, and I want to buy it at any price. But the question is when I should buy it. Then I use the market cycle theory, combining between the geometry, financial astrology, and also the Fibonacci. So after 14 years of my journey, this 2021, I was a lucky man. In the August 16, I finished my doctoral study and my dissertation about Astronacci, and finally become like a theory. So I can prove the empirical way, empirical perspective on this method, and even my international journal already published by the Scopus. So now the Astronacci, everybody can use this as the market timing tools to optimize or even to improve their portfolio.
That's great to know. Congratulations after 14 years.
Thank you very much.
Finally, but yet there are still some doubters out there about financial astrology, saying that it is known as a pseudoscience. What do you say to those doubters?
Exactly.
And maybe you can give us a recent example of when you use the Astronacci technique and how it forecasted the movement of stocks in Indonesia.
Yeah, that's lovely. I know that some people think that the financial astrology is pseudoscience. That's why I prove it otherwise. So if we learn about the law of vibration and how human brain works, it will then can comply with the scientific method. Human body consists of 74% of water, and the moon gravity does impact to the high and low tide in the ocean. So I guess human psychology will strongly impact with whatever in the cosmic cycles. So in my doctoral dissertation and international journal that published by Scopus, I used the chi-square method to find a correlation between the geocosmic cycle and the price cycle. The empirical study result shows that the p-value around less than 0.05 for some planetary cycles, which is significant by the empirical. So I'm going to show you one example. I used the Astronacci method in 2020, especially in March. I show you in my screen. So I published this in Astronacci YouTube channel. When I give the exact date of when the JCI stopped declining, it was in 24 March 2020. So I said that all the drama, all the major barriers due to the coronavirus in 2020 should be stopped around 24 March based on the Venus-Neptune cycle. And if you can see in the real world, if you open the chart, it happens. I mean, the bottom formed on 24 March 2020 and the price went up until today. So that's one example. And let me show you another research. So this is the research. I call this Eye of Future Technology. I invented in 2013. This is a research for our client, and you can see in August 2021, we put some dates here, like 2 or 3 August, 6 to 7, 11, 19 to 20, 25 to 26 August. So this should be a turning point. So I published this like in the 1st of August, and whatever happened, now you can see the real result of the Jakarta Composite Index. The dates that I published exactly happened. The 2nd of August, it was a bottom, and then a reverse, the 6th of August. is also reversed. The 10th of August reversed as a bottom reversal, the 20th turning point from the bottom, and the 25th is also from the peak reversal. The most interesting part is, if you take a look, this is the newest report. Today, I published to the clients that the 30th of August will be the bottom for Jakarta Composite Index. From that point, the price will going up. As you can see in today, this is the 30th of August, and the price rose significantly, 1.7%. And this will be another cycle, and our job is to find where will be the next resistance of time. So if you know about the time, the support resistance of the price, all right, price support resistance, now you know about that, the time, it also has the support resistance. And for you, if you want to learn about the Astronacci through our international journal, this is our international journal that already published the Scopus through the Inner Science. You can Googling it under Astronacci Inner Science. Then you can download this for free, because I already make this open access for everyone. Yeah, so that's for example how we use the financial astrology. And also, this is the gold market. If you can see, in my dissertation, I found that the new moon cycle has very strong correlation with gold turning point. As you can see, this is all chart of gold, and every vertical line here is the new moon pace. The 9th of August, the price is going down, and then suddenly it turned back up. And exactly on this, the 12th of July, the price is going down as it turned back up. And also in the June 10, you can see the same phenomena here. The price went up and then dropped very steep here. So this is all about reversal. So I find that the correlation between the new moon pace and the gold market, so everybody now can use it. How we use it, if you can see, the next new moon pace will be on the September the 7th. So we expect when the price is going down, approaching to this date, okay, then the price will turn back up, then you can buy the gold. At the other hand, when you see the price is approaching this 7th of September and this rally or moving in the bullish trend, you better get ready to sell your assets. So that's the basic principle, how we use the financial astrology to optimize your portfolio. Now you can get the idea how to time the market with Astronacci.
Okay, and it's all for free, yeah? We can all learn it.
Yeah, it's
okay.
all for free.
Very well.
I mean, you can download the journal, right?
Okay. Gema, so this is the true test for you, yeah? The Fed recently signaled they will taper or reduce their asset purchases. Some analysts say that the Indonesian stock composite index will strengthen due to this news of the Fed's tapering. What do you have to say about this? Do you agree? And if so, why?
Okay, so let's take a look to the May 2013 when Ben Bernanke surprisingly announced about the tapering. Okay, that was a surprise, and the market tumbled. I can remember 2013 in Indonesia is also got problem with the current account deficit that time. But this time, I believe all the Asia market, they already get ready for this tapering. So the basic concept of tapering is they are stopped to buying or to give the stimulus, because we know that the stocks market in US rose significantly and now always all-time high, and the economy is already recovered way better than other countries. So people will expect this, and whatever happened in the tapering is already priced in. That what in my perception. Okay, if you're looking to the chart as well, we're moving in the huge sideways, but I don't believe if the market will going in really deep bearish trend again this year. Okay. So I guess whatever happened in tapering is already priced in, and I think the Indonesian market will find its the balance point this time. Yeah, I think the impact will be less.
The impact will be less. Okay, but which shares, companies, and sectors are forecasted to see a lot of movement this coming week, do you think?
Okay, I believe the market movers for Indonesia is still on the banking sectors. Now is moving in the sideways. I know the technology wasn't hype, but some technology and digital banking, they're still moving in bullish trend. In most of them, they're also moving in the sideways, but they're on the small market cap. But if you're looking for the high market cap, the market movers, it's like Astra International, Bank BRI, Mandiri. They will be the next key mover of our market. So you better get ready because they already move in very sideways movement so long, I think 3 to 4 months already. So when the market cycle back to the bullish trend, so I believe that those major banks and manufacturer, some coal minings, that will be the leaders of the market.
Okay. Let's pick this conversation. We have to take a short break. I want to pick some more projections from you, Gema. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Gema Guryadi right after this break. Welcome back to Jakarta Movers and Shakers. We still have the president and founder of Astronacci International with us, Gema Guryadi. Let's continue, Gema. We are currently still in the middle of a pandemic with this current condition. What would you advise investors? Would you advise them? Is it a good time for them to invest and trade in the stock market, in the Indonesian stock market, of course?
All right, as you know that the market will going up and going down forever like that. It's always moving from up, down, down and up. And we always need a big reason. Why should we buy at the low point? Is because the economy crashes, and after that recession or depression, the market will back into recovery. But the reason for that depression is really vary. And this time, the 2020, we got coronavirus as the reason why the price will go down and even undervalue based on the value of the intrinsic value. So if you really want to make money, 30 to 40%, 50% of your return in the portfolio, there's no way other than you buy on really weakness of the stocks. So number one, we need to buy the stocks that has a value, okay? It has a strong fundamental and the business model is really good, and it got an impact because of the crisis. Regardless whatever reasons like the viruses or the war or anything, we learn from our historical, like 2008, even worse than today. The coronavirus recovery is so fast, but if you're looking 2008, the recovery takes like 10 to 11 months. But the bullish trend remains still until like 3-4 years, and the return like 500 to 600%. So if we learn from the past history, right, then today we can say that buying the stock during the pandemic is the best choice.
Right now, you were saying right now is the best time to go to enter the market? I think so, from July, August, and September, this is the moment for accumulate the good stocks, and we can expect to sell it like the next first quarter of 2022, 2023 maximum. So for the long-term investor, you're looking for a 70 to 80% growth, or if you're a short-term trader that could hold the stocks for 3 to 4 months, you're looking for 15 to 25%. I think that's fair enough until the end of the year. Okay, so let's talk some more about foreign investors contributing plenty of activity in the Indonesian stock market. As we can see earlier today, let's say foreign investors were active in buying shares of Astra International, Bank Mandiri, you mentioned about finance or banking sectors, and also Telkom. How do you forecast foreign investor trading activity in the coming week?
All right, this is the most interesting part about the foreign investor role in our market. Since like maybe 15 years ago, we know that the foreign investor holds 60% on the volume transaction, like a daily transaction, and they already got the plan that they will go in and out, they will do a trading here, but they will never leave Indonesia, because this is the only market in Southeast Asia that can offer them 20 to 30% minimum return on their portfolio. So as long as we are on the very, very stable political situation like today, our obstacle is only the coronavirus. There's no problem with the political. So I believe they will stay. The foreign direct investment is the key. And we can see every time the price going down, just tumble significantly, then the foreign traders, they're coming, they're buying stocks, the biggest value of our stocks, they buy it at a very low price, and at the end they will sell it again. So they are doing trading here. So we don't really need to worry about whatever they do, because they will remain trading here, and they will stay in Indonesia.
And they are actively buying Bukala Pak shares. What is your view on Bukala Pak shares? Would you recommend here to buy?
Yeah, Bukala Pak is very unique since I make my research, okay, based on the Mandiri Sekuritas and the UBS history. They have like 18 to 20% probability for their stocks to rose higher like 3 days after the IPO, and a higher chance for them going higher on the 3 months after the IPO. So if we are looking for the chart of Bukala Pak, we can see that some demand is already there, recovery is already there, but the volume is not that much. So let me show you the chart of Bukala Pak. Currently the price is, it's around the IPO price.
Okay.
So I think this will be the accumulation pace for the next 2 months. Then the price should back to at least 1,000 rupiah. And this is really matter for the next IPO on the technology.
Okay. Recommend to buy then?
For now, maybe for like long-term investor, yes. But for the retail traders that has like short-term investment horizon, I don't recommend Bukala Pak for them. So this is very a niche market who like Bukala Pak, people who want to hold it for maybe 2 or 3 years. You can buy it.
Okay, Gema. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have for today.
My pleasure.
Come again to our show. Thank you.